Greetings to all of humanity. It's really a joy, it's a pleasure. It's always my honor to be greeting you and bringing this message of emancipation to you, whereby I'm pointing you to look inwardly to discover that your real identity is your divinity. That's the reason why I want to speak to you concerning how everything you say is an affirmation, and that you are affirming many things in your life either consciously or unconsciously. So it all depends on what do you say to yourself about yourself. Now, all of us are engaged in self-talk, but very few people understand how the mind works. And very few people also understand, as I would have said before, that everything that you would ever speak, it's actually an affirmation, and it's also a spell, because a word is a spell. So you can either cast a good spell or a bad spell. And that is the reason why you need to understand the Bible psychologically, and you need to know that the Bible is not literal, neither is it secular history. Because when you understand that, you will understand the whole Jesus and Mary story and realize that the Bible is your own autobiography that must be interpreted psychologically. It's actually your spiritual autobiography. That is why I want to mention Matthew chapter 16 from verses 13 to 20, where it tells you of the story where the Christ asks his disciples, "Who do men say I, the Son of Man, am?" And your Christ self is actually your higher self, your true self. And it is the greatest experience that you would experience. So it is teaching you, when you come to that higher place of consciousness, that you will speak these things in your thoughts. Because who are your disciples? Your disciples are your followers, and who follow you wherever you go. It is your own thoughts that follow you wherever you go. So these disciples of which the Bible speaks, it is speaking of qualities or powers that all of us possess, because we are the 13th one operating the other 12. Okay? So we can send out our thoughts and receive back that message that we sent out with our thoughts. You're told in Isaiah chapter 55 and verses 11 that your words would not return unto you void, but it must accomplish that which you send it to and prosper anything whereto you send it. It is teaching you of how your words is actually a vibrational frequency that is going out and is going to come back to you, because there's a lot of rhythm. And whatever comes in goes out, and whatever goes out comes back in, just like the tide of the sea. Okay? Now, as I was saying before concerning Matthew 16, 13 to 20, when the question was asked, "Who do men say I, the Son of Man, am?" You're the one who's asking yourself of your identity. And Peter, who represents the art of hearing and faith, there's a faith in you that will hear that still small voice within you saying that many have different opinion of you, and they want to pin certain identity on you. And that is why many people around the world, they're going around with false identity. Some are Muslims, some are Hindus, some are Rastafarians, some are Nubians, some are Jehovah's Witnesses, you name it. Okay? Many people give themselves false identity. But there comes a time that the Christ will reveal to you your true identity, which you will find out to be your divinity. So they said that Peter was the one who says that who had the right revelation of the Christ. Because as I would have said before, others were saying that you are John the Baptist, you are Elijah and so on, okay? Which is basically showing you that they want you to hold to other identity outside of your true self, okay? Then he said to Peter, but whom do you say? So it is showing you that you must become personal, because it all have to do with the kingdom, and it all have to do with discovering the power that you can use to achieve your every desire. So when he said, but whom do you say I am? It says that Peter says that thou art the Christ, the Son of the living God. You're the one who have to discover your Christ self. You're the one who have to discover you are the Son of the living God, and that God is your own human imagination, which is the creator in everyone. You're the one who have to discover that power in you, that force in you. You're the one who have to discover that everything is energy, vibration, and frequency. You're the one who have to discover that you are the all. And you are the one who have to discover the power of I am. You have to discover your name, which is your true identity. And it is said that the Christ says to Peter, flesh and blood has not revealed that to you, but my Father which is in heaven has revealed that to you. The Father in heaven is speaking of your intuition, your inside teacher that is in you. Remember, you have a body and you have a head. Heaven is up above the head, and earth is below. Okay, and they tell you that heaven is above and hell is below. When you live below your shoulder and you only live within the five senses, you are living in hell. And you will affirm and speak things over your life that will keep you in hell. That's why many people go about saying, I'm broke, I am sick, I am weak, and all of these things, because they do not know that their words are actually affirmation. They're affirming their life how they want it to be, whether consciously or unconsciously. Okay, so it says, it is the Father who have revealed that to you, which means coming to discover your true self can never be known intellectually. It must be by experiences. Only you alone will be able to testify of that which you would have experienced to come to know your higher self. It can never be known no other way. It can only be known inwardly, and only you alone can have that experience for yourself. No one can have that experience for you. And he says, I give you, he said, upon this rock, upon this confession of knowing exactly who you are, I will build my church. The church is the body, your body. So you will understand that your body is the temple of God. You will understand that your body is the place that God dwells. He said, and the gates of hell will not prevail against it. It means that you would be in full control of your thoughts. You'll be in full control of your mind, because you'll be given the keys to the kingdom. He said, whatever you bind on earth will be bound in heaven, and whatever you loose on earth will be loose in heaven, because I'm giving you the keys to the kingdom. Remember, you're told in Luke 17:21 that the kingdom of God is within you. And in Matthew 6:33, you're also told that if you seek to find first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, that all these things will be added unto you. Then when you realize that the kingdom of God is within you, you will realize that when you discover the kingdom of God, you will also discover the secret of creation, and you'll be able to create your reality consciously. That's what it means when it says that all these things will be added unto you, because you would know how to manifest these things by using your mind power, by understanding that you can affirm your life how you want it to be. You can speak your life into existence how you want it to be. So, my brother and my sisters, the question again is, what do you say to yourself about yourself? How do you see yourself? What is the concept that you hold about yourself? All of that would mean the kind of life that you would bring forth. So you have to look at your life and see if you love the things that you're seeing that is happening in your life. And if you do not love them, remember that you can change them by using affirmation with the understanding of who you are. That is why it's always important to start your affirmation saying, I am so happy and grateful now. You always have to be grateful, always be thankful, and always live in the now. Anything that you want, you affirm it in the now. Because time is just an illusion. Okay? So, my brother, my sister, these are just some words of encouragement I want to give to you to get you to understand that every word that you speak from your mouth is actually an affirmation. So there are religious people who saying if they do affirmation, if they do all of these things, it's new age and this and all of that, because they do not understand that we are all casting spells, and many people are coming under many different enchantments. Many people come under the enchantment of a pastor and they do everything that the pastor says, or what the preacher says, or what the politician says, or what the teacher in school says. It's all enchantment, and they're coming under the enchantment because there's total oneness. Okay, we are all connected. And there's only one divine mind, and we're all connected to that divine mind because we are that one. Just like the body have millions of cells that make up the body, so billions of us come together to be that one great, almighty, all-powerful, all-knowing, omnipresent, divine, infinite being having this human experience. And our name is I Am, from generation to generation. That's our true memorial. So with that being said, my brothers and my sisters, whenever you use I Am, put that positive vibration with it and say the right things and affirm your life how you want it to be. So if this is the very first time that you're listening to me and what I'm saying is really helping you and resonating with you, and you want to use this information to help you further in life, I want to say to you, if you haven't subscribed already, to subscribe, to like, to comment, or to share this video. So with that being said, I want to say peace, love you all.